China's leaders have reiterated a commitment to a socialist government, and the pledge has come on the last day of its fourth plenum in Beijing. Senior party officials say the system offers significant advantages amid growing domestic and international challenges. Beijing also argues its one country, two systems principle must be upheld in Hong Kong and Macau, and it will continue to oppose Taiwan's independence. The Communist Party has also issued a set of guidelines on improving what it calls moral quality, and these include rules on issues ranging from pornography to wedding practices. Now, the closed-door meetings of senior officials provide a forum for forward-thinking and strategic assessment. Our correspondent, Olivia Xiong, joins us live from Beijing right now. So, Olivia, take us through what's come out of Beijing today.
Well, it was a very lengthy statement that has been released via Chinese state media, but there have been a few things that have stood out from the document. Now, on top of that, we see the Communist Party of China acknowledging that there has been an increasing number of challenges both at home and abroad, and that the country faces a complex situation. But it also said that in the midst of all this, that the party has held high the banner of socialism with Chinese characteristics, which is its description for China's socialist system. And a lot of attention, has been paid to the timing of this fourth party plenum, and that's because such meetings typically are held every fall, but last year this meeting did not take place, and so there has been a gap of about a year and a half, or more than a year and a half, in fact, since such a meeting has been held, and some had suggested that this delay pointed to some sort of disagreement within the party's top leadership. But this certainly is not coming across from this communique that has been released. And analysts also do say that many of the key differences have been issued, and the delay is not necessarily surprising because of the number of personnel and institutional changes that have taken place over the past year and a half. And a lot of what we have seen in the communique is a reiteration of China's stance on several key issues. And while it may be a repetition, and we have heard many of these things before, it is significant given the different backdrop that, and the challenges that China is facing at the moment. And here we are thinking of two very key issues when it comes to Hong Kong as well as Taiwan. Now, the political unrest in Hong Kong has gone on for close to half a year now. And in the statement, the party said that there is a need to strictly uphold the one country, two systems principle based on the constitution and basic law for Hong Kong and Macau. And it said that there is also a need to protect the long-term stability and prosperity of the two regions. Now, it also added that there is a need to improve and establish a legal system for safeguarding national security, although there were no further details on what exactly that entailed. Now, when it comes to Taiwan, it also reiterated that there is a need to advance the process of peaceful reunification and to oppose Taiwan independence. Now, this coming as the self-ruled island is heading into a presidential election in January, and given the anti-government sentiment that we are seeing in Hong Kong, and that is boiling over and has given a boost to Taiwan's current leader, Tsai Ing-wen, who is from the pro-independence Democratic Progressive Party. So even though these statements and position is a reiteration of the Chinese stance, it would show that, the central government is not budging on any of these issues, and its position remains very firm. Now, it also touching on in the communique, given the backdrop of China's slowing economy in the third quarter of this year, we have already seen China's GDP slow to 6% GDP growth in Q3, and this is the slowest growth that we have seen in close to 3 decades. And so, acknowledging this, the party has said that there is a need to improve the mechanism to create more and better jobs. It also touched on China's foreign policy stance. It reiterated that, China will continue to protect its national sovereignty, security, and interests, but also at the same time would continue to protect world peace and advance joint development. So a lot to read into and read between the lines from this communique that has just been released.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks very much. Olivia Xiong speaking to us from Beijing.